Freedom's the answer. What's the question? You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
Yeah, turn it up here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, here in Phoenix, Arizona, from the beautiful studios of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com. Now, I want to go ahead and let's go ahead and go to some of the footage here. You have the Department of Homeland Security out there, and they're talking to naked people. Oh, I gotta stop it on this one. This is good. This is good. We got Borat. I mean, the boy's got it's just a strap that goes over the shoulders and just, encapsulates the junk, man. I'm going, okay, we're going to find out who that is. I'm sure it's a friend of Tom Jenny, which is a gentleman that's seen as a conservative Republican that, you want grassroots, man, you go to Tom Jenny. He's the grassroots guy for the Republicans, and he's looking good there. You can see why he wanted to put on some boxers. He's going, ooh, I'm party. Well, there's some other videos up on Freedom's Phoenix now, and what I'm showing now is the quick coverage that we did from mobile phones. That's what changes everything. I mean, that just changes everything. Of us doing the interview with Channel 15, the ABC. Yeah, I think they're ABC now, and they keeps changing, and they, every other word, it is about the war. You want to stop all of this they think it's necessary to, do the anal probe, which is coming. I mean, what makes you think it's not coming? Of course it's coming. It's going to be some kind of, inside your body, somebody blew up, their arse with a blah, blah, blah. You got underwear bombers. They're going to be, colon bombers. I mean, here it comes. And they're even taking people's colostomy bags and their catheter bags, and it's just getting stupid. So what happens is the challenge is for us to be able to make this about what it really is about. If you have an empire of warmongering, you are going to create people that don't like you none too much. Certainly the government. And there's limited abilities for them to be able to articulate and get us to care, because we got all these wars going. You don't even hear about them anymore. And like Jim Sharp said, we got North Korea shelling South Korea now. Am I allowed not to freaking care? Yeah, what? Yeah, and what? I got other things to worry about. The dollar. We have Russia and China have abandoned the U.S. dollar now. In their trade reconciliations between the countries, we're done. Don't need a dollar anymore. You got the ruble and the renminbi, and said we're good. Okay, what does that mean? And who's behind North Korea? Who's going to be supporting that? You think we're just going to go out and what? Right at the time that North Korea decides to lob some shells. And they say, of course, that South Korea instigated it, which they may very well have. You never know. I mean, it's just, man, I don't believe anything they say. But I don't care. Am I allowed not to care? Why do we have tens of thousands of troops in Korea? They're still technically at war. There's like this little armistice thing going on. Because we'll pull that off the shelf when we need it. When we need a distraction, we'll have this is the first time since 50 whatever that we got this kind of, big warmongering going on. And what does the U.S. do? We're sending an aircraft carrier group over, saying, hello, and then what? We're going to go to war with China? You know what China did? It said, you know what? We don't need a dollar anymore. Ha! In your face. Now what? This is just so stupid, and all those dollars are going to flood back. It's the beginning of the hyperinflation. You watch food prices, you watch commodity prices, you watch silver and gold, and I mean, like soon, it's going to get stupid. We had, we've been screaming for everybody to buy silver when it was, anything under $20. Well, now it's like $26, $27, $28. What do you think it's going to be? 60, 70, 300, for silver. This is, silver's going to start being as much as what gold was, right after 9/11. And you think I'm kidding? No, I'm not. And this is the beginning of it. Isn't it interesting that they would start this TSA Uber pat-down thing right before the holiday season, close enough to Thanksgiving that you have already purchased your tickets? Oh, yeah, we're going to get the maximum number of flyers, the maximum number be exposed. Now, of course, they'll say, well, that's when the big threat is, and we're going to... Right. Well, the thing is, it's war. They're going to say, hey, we got North South Korea bombing each other. Well, of course, aren't you afeared? Aren't you afeared? You're going to be lining, oh, please, pat me through the scanner because I'm afeared. Why? Because we're over there. We're over there. You know, and anytime Dr. Paul brings this up, and I'm waiting for anybody else to, we use him as an example, and a good example at that. He gets up and he says, look, why do they hate us? Because we're socially and economically engineering them at the end of a barrel of a gun? You know, I would think that they would complain. I would complain. We are complaining. So where's our solidarity? Is our solidarity with individuals that, you know, just want to be left alone from those that just won't leave them alone? Or is it with the USA, USA, America, MKer, America, American? You know, it's America, right or wrong, America, America. That's the idea that they want you to have in your head. That we must ally ourselves with the people and the institutions that are not only killing and bombing and strafing and missiling and droning and satellite targeting and eavesdropping, do everything they can. People around the country, around the world, they're the same people that are doing it to us here in America. And the whole purpose of their existence was what? To protect us against that. I'm going, wait, how can they have legitimacy in light of all this? I don't know. I'm waiting. And the only way that they know how to do it is with war, fear. Here comes the economy. And that's one thing, and we didn't get to finish the conversation with Jim Sharp. Was he was here, and one of the topics that we brought up in our 2-hour meeting with the police is it came up as they were, you know, doing this authority thing, and I said, wait, you guys don't understand. The economy is going to trump everything. I go, you know, think about it. Look at your own pension funds. They're underfunded. The city of Phoenix may very well declare bankruptcy, and you won't get any of your retirement. How do you feel about that? How do you think all the other Americans feel? How do you think people in their 401k and their money markets and stock markets and pension funds? And I mean, when this all goes and everything's, you know, like twice as much, 3 times as much, food it has already jumped up, you know, commodities jumped up 40, 60% in some areas. I go, when do you think they're going to, you know, see the government as the bad guys? At what point do you think you're going to need us on your side? When do you think that's going to happen? Soon. Sooner rather than later, and we are here to help you maintain your legitimacy, that we look to you to protect our individual rights. Because if you don't, we're going to have to do it ourselves. You know, either way, I mean, it's going to happen, and it's not going to be from any instigation from me. I'm trying to do them a favor, and I think they're just now starting to realize that you know, yeah, trust me, you know, you don't want to fight an insurgency. And there's a whole bunch of people that just get all insurgent. That's just the way it is. Whenever you get into this kind of police state thing, sooner or later, economics always trump. And that's what we've been doing. You know, got Gerald Celente, you know, coming on the program, and he's, you know, we get him on. They got to do it while we got the video thing going. And he's very clear about it. He's like, you know, the streets will run red with blood. Done. I have no doubt. And they're talking about millions of people starving in the United States of America. Why? It's going to be access to food. You know, we're screaming everybody buying silver and so on. Right after, you get a couple of years at least of food underneath your bed. You know, just a few weeks ago, my wife and I went out, and I'll tell you this. We spent almost $900 just in beans, rice, salt, sugar, olive oil, and just, you know, basic stuff like that. Spam. You know, my rice and beans, I put little squares of Spam. I get some Spam. I got some meat. You know, can I have, you know, some more, was a little bit more Spam in it, please? Well, you know, just so I can just eat. You know, because I tell you, your mind ain't right when you're hungry. You want to know, that's why we have over 40-something million people in America. It's 300 million people. We have 40-something million people getting food stamps. You know, this can't be good. All right. You guys prepare. You know, prepare with love. You know, embrace someone that needs the help. You know, your extended family. Try to make sure that they're taken care of, or they know they can count on you for at least information on the truth, on what's happening, who's doing it to us, and why. Because in the end, freedom always wins. it just gets really messy first. Let's try to avoid the mess. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I encourage you to do. Declare your independence with us again Friday. We're going to be running the repeat tomorrow of more goodies here that we did today. Because anybody missed this, you want to get it again? Because we had a good time, didn't we? Well, enjoy your Thanksgiving. A very, very libertarian holiday. Just want to be thankful for what we have. And I'm thankful for you. Peace.